Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Through the Eyes Players podcast presented by US Sports Agency. And today I have a really special guest with me, Alex Mares. Welcome, Alex.
Thank you, Kata. Thank you.
How are you doing today? How is everything going?
Everything's good. And you?
Doing really good, man. So first of all, I want to start talking about you.
Yeah.
Tell me your background. Where did you start playing? Where are you from? And some details about you.
So that's simple. My name is Alexandre Mires, but like everyone can call me Alex Mires. I'm from France, more precisely Paris, and I was born in France. I did everything in France. To be honest, I started playing like football for soccer.
Yeah.
I started playing soccer when I was kid, like at 11 years old. So I started playing like a random club in Paris. His name is Le Bourget, and I did like 4 years. And after I was in the academy in AS Nancy Lorraine. And after COVID, I played like 2 years in two national three, and after I came. Yes.
How was the level in National Two? National Three, that's like what, fourth division, fifth division?
Yeah, in France it's like four, five even, because there's like League One, League Two, National One. No, National is National One,
Yeah.
National Two and National Three, and
Yeah.
after is like Regional One, Regional Two, Regional Three. Yeah.
So how was the level over there compared to here?
It's different because it's like kind of like similar about like physically. It is good.
It was more tactical, more.
Yeah, more tactical. Depends, for example, like about me, like in National Two, National Two, there's like a difference, because like some like ex-pro came in National Two, National to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did the opportunity to come to the United States got here?
That's a long story. So, first of all, I was in my French academy, and at the beginning, I have an agency. They came in my academy to show if you're into it's like good for you, if you want to come to US, like to keep play soccer and to keep like a B student. So at the beginning I wasn't like interested. I was like, I'm not going there, it's not for me. I'm just focused on my soccer, because I didn't speak English. I didn't speak English at the beginning.
Zero English.
Zero.
So 3 years ago, you couldn't say hello, goodbye.
Yeah, now
that's
I
it.
can,
The
I can
basic.
speak, I understand people,
Right.
But at the beginning, it was so hard for me. And that's simple. So they came, they show us like a project, and they explain us like a processes in my academy, because my agency go like in every academy in France. So they show us, they talk about that, how you get in US, etc.
So why did you choose Eastern New Mexico?
Eastern New Mexico, because like, to be honest, at the beginning, so like I said, I wasn't interested about this project.
Yeah.
After, like, to be fair, when I moved from my academy, I was in the national, and when I moved to national, I was like, what am I gonna do now? Because there is COVID, so no more soccer, nothing in France. So I was like, okay, let's try. So I contact back my agency, and they called me up like a call. I did all processes. I did like a showcase.
Yeah.
In Clairefontaine, I did showcase. We play. We did 11 against 11, and like 2 weeks after, I have I have some opportunity to come here, and I just talk with my agency, speak with them, and they could say they told me to come here.
How was the
But but for me it was I was like, I'm discovered, because I'm from France. I never been in the US, so I was like, okay, I trust you. I'm just have confidence on you.
So you put all the trust in the agency, or you were confident in them because you didn't really know about this. Whenever they talk to you about this whole thing, did they give you any more offers, or was this just Eastern New Mexico and that's it?
Like, to be honest, I got like several offers, but like I said, I didn't know, so I was like, I just want to come, and I just want to discover to get a new experience, because at the beginning I wasn't like very happy, and like step by step, I was like more confident, so I was like, okay, I really want to go to US because you know he talked about a school. To be fair, I wasn't like good at school, so that was a big problem. But no, step by step, no, everything's good.
So you say you were not pretty good at school,
Yeah.
and college and the education system from Europe
Yeah.
to here is very different.
It's so different.
Now that you got here, what do you think about the education system in American universities?
Like to be honest, I prefer American system in for school because like for example, in France, about me, I start like going to school at 8 a.m. and finish at 5 p.m. Like full school. I mean here is like that's very different because I have maybe 2 or 3 hours per day sometimes, and like for example Tuesday and Thursday I don't have school, so and everything is different, homework is different, like a professor they different too. Yeah, they help you, they're so helpful, for everyone. It's like very different.
So by having less time during the school, they let you more focus on the athletic part here in the US.
Yeah, for sure, because like for example, I have class morning and afternoon I have like practice, I can go to gym, I have more time, and I have more time to finish my homeworks. I'm not like tired. I can't be in depression. So everything they do is like to be like successful and to be like really relaxed, confident.
So what do you think is the biggest difference between like the football culture in France to the US college system?
First of all, is like for me it's like a big difference because I mean in France I was in an academy. So I was in academy, everything was like you have to be like a pro, Everything was like a pro. I mean here it's like the same thing, but I don't know how to explain, but it's like more like it's like competitive too. Maybe we like a pro here because we like for example we play and we can go to the other area. And, I mean that's good. We take a plane.
You pretty much treated as a professional.
Yeah, I mean we're professional.
Without getting there, yeah.
Yeah, we're like professional. Yeah.
That's really good. I see the point. That's the good thing about the American universities and the college system. Sometimes they give you those couple of years to develop as a player because at 18 sometimes you're not ready.
Yeah.
Some of the players are not ready to make that jump to the professional level at 18. So the American universities, they give you those 2 or 3 years for you to develop and at the same time to get a university degree. So do you think the college soccer is underrated internationally? What is your thought about that coming from a European background?
Okay, but to be honest about like soccer in United States, I didn't really know, I already know like MLS, at the beginning. But like I said, when my agency came and show me like all process in America, you have to go in school, you have to go in school, you can play football, you can play soccer, and you go to school too. I was like, that's interesting, But for me now it's like more like soccer football is like develop because you can watch on social media, and there is a lot of like French people now they come in US.
I mean, Giroud, Griezmann was about to come. Do you think the Messi coming here to the league, he played a big game and a big role on the MLS developing and the whole United States developing in football?
Oh yes, because I mean Messi is so famous, so I think Messi came here in US. So I think like more people like now watch US football, like US soccer, like MLS, and they think about like all processes before being pro here, like in university.
Definitely, I mean, it had a lot of exponential exposure. Messi coming here, so talking more a little bit about the college side of it. What is something that people don't really see or understand about being a college athlete? That, for example, they don't see on social media or is not taught. What's one thing that you come here and you realize, okay, this is way different than I expected, for good or for bad?
I mean, it's so different because, like, for example, like all installation, like all stuff,
The facilities?
yeah, is like it's like easy for everyone, For me, everything's here in school. It's like they give us everything to be successful. And I didn't know that because I'm from Europe. I was not like interested from USA. And when I came here, like I discovered everything, like for example, like a class, like a campus, everything's big, everything's different. For me it was like a new culture, new people. So that's so different. And now like we have like a lot of social media, so you can watch everything on social media. I think like they use that to show people how it is.
How did you adapt to the American culture? Because France and America, it's really different.
Yeah.
How was that transition?
For me, the beginning was so hard because, like I said, my English was so bad. So like now, like step by step, I learn English. Even if I couldn't like speak well, I try. I try like speak with people, speak with like professors, everyone, and like for me it was like not hard because I'm not like a difficult, like I'm not like I'm easy and chill. So I know I'm gonna live here, so I have to adapt.
So you will give you advice to someone that's coming from Europe here to US that doesn't speak English very well. Do you think for them it's very important to learn it, as you said, to improve your experience from the start?
Yeah, for me, yes, because first of all, if you want to come here, just don't think about that. Just come, don't be shy, be confident. In USA, everything. For me, everything's good because, like, for example, like people or professor, they're gonna do everything to help. They're so helpful. They don't care if you don't like speak well. They're gonna help you. They can adapt for you, and that's that they do for me. So that's why, if you want to come, just come. Don't think about I don't speak English. I'm not good. I'm not ready. Just come. Don't be shy. Be confident. That's it.
So take us back to your early days in France. When did you realize soccer was not just a hobby, but something more that you could take out of it and even chase that professional route?
At the beginning, I just played soccer for fun when I was little. But when I was in my agency, my academy, sorry, I realized that I can do something in soccer. When I was in like Nancy, because everything was like pro. There's like a first team. They played in League One, and I was in academy with like young people. So I realized I can do something, like in football, something serious.
What are they right now? League Two?
Now they're in League Two. They was in national, but they're up now, so they're in League Two. Yeah.
They got promoted to League Two.
Yeah.
Back then, there was League One. What do you think is the best experience that you had there? The best takeaway? You say, okay, the technical side, the tactical side, different to other academies or even other clubs in France.
Like for me or in general?
For you.
My experience, because I already did a pre-camp national team, France, under 17. I think every day is like, it's like a walk. It's like a walk. Every day you walk at morning, you go into training, you go to school, training every day, and you have game during the weekend. So it's like more like it's like professional. So I was like just focus.
Did you feel a lot of pressure on you on a young age on that many aspects?
At the beginning, yes, but after it's like a routine. So you have to adapt. That's it. You just have to adapt. But at the beginning, yeah.
When you got called for the national team,
Yeah.
How was that feeling? Tell me, what did you feel in that moment, in that day?
I have a little story about that. Like during the preseason, like you did. I was in like during the preseason, so we just played, and after I back home for some rest day, and I have to come back to Nancy. I was on a train, and I saw my phone call, and I was like, "Oh, who's that?" It was my coach. So I was like, "Okay," and I put the phone on my ear, and he said, "Alex, how you doing?" I was like, "I'm good, coach, and you?" And he said, I have a big surprise. I have a big surprise for you. I was like, okay, just tell me. So you're gonna go to the national team because I mean that's like I don't know how to say, but I mean you work hard, so you get like a favor.
Yeah.
So I was happy. I was happy on the train. I screamed on the train, and everyone was like, "What is that scream?" So I was happy, and I was just be concentrated to go. That's it.
And once you went there, you played with some big names. What do you think is one of the good players that they're right now playing in the top leagues that we?
There is several players like Saliba. Now he play for Arsenal. There is like Logan Costa. Now he play for Villarreal in Spain. Bajashil. He played for Chelsea. And Kiefer Thuram. He played for Juventus. But there is a lot of players, but they didn't sign pro. But they was good. At this moment, they was so good. They was so good.
So what do you think was the difference between Saliba, Thuram, and all of them that they made it professional?
I don't know. I think they was just every time they was good. They was famous too, and maybe they're like their academy give them like more confidence. I don't know. They was like more perform, like they perform a lot. I think during their season. I think that's a big difference.
Being constant every day.
Yeah.
Definitely see that. A lot of young players right now, they think they want to be in the first team, they want to be in the professional side of it, but they don't want to be constant every day. And you've been there, you've been really professional side now in the college system. And you mentioned to me before the podcast, before coming here, that you had a big injury, your ACL.
Yeah. I turned my ACL in 2019 on the training. Yeah, on the training. I was just running in front of the target. I'm just gonna put the ball on my right foot to shoot, and everyone here like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it was like I didn't scream because I have pain. I scream because I hear something, and I realized something wrong on my knees. So they call like a trainer, and he touched me and he said, "I see."
In the moment.
In the moment, yeah, in the moment, and my legs were like, yeah, it was crazy. This period was so hard for me because I mean every of my friends played. I was like, my season was done. My season was done. I have to get surgery. So I got surgery like a month after. It was so hard. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't walk. Couldn't go to the restroom. It was very like painful. So but I just have to adapt. I mean, that's life.
In one moment of the season that happened, it started like at the start of the season.
No, to be honest, at the end, I mean, there's like just two more game, and after the season was over, and I turned my ACL, left knee.
And you had to spend the whole summer in crunches.
In south of France, there is like a pre-recovery. I don't know how to say that. And you go there and you get a full recovery. In south of France, his name is like Cap Breton.
Okay.
I went to Cap Breton for 3 weeks. I was serious, I just want to come back because I had 1 more year to play. So I was in Cap Breton, and after that I come back to Nancy. I started to run, lose weight because I took a lot of weight. But when you have like surgery, like when you have injury, like don't like try to don't take away because it's hard after to lose it. So I start like running during maybe 3 months, and after I have to be back with like a group. But COVID happened, like COVID-19 come. So I didn't play, and after I have to back home because everything was closed, everything. And they called me and they said, "You move." So
you stayed 2 years without playing.
Pretty much 1 year and a half because after I found a club like in national too.
And coming back from the injury, you stayed what, 9 months, 10 months out?
No,
Just because of the
like
injury?
to be like I was fast because I was serious. Yeah, I was healthy, like eating healthy because I took away, so I have to be serious to lose everything. And maybe like 6 months. Yeah, 6 months.
That's a pretty quick
I mean,
recovery.
yeah, but I mean, it's pretty quick recovery because I wasn't like like in pro recovery, and I was serious to be honest. I was serious.
Because sometimes you see these professional players around Madrid, Alaba, for example,
Yeah.
that he did his ACL twice and he recovers 6, 7 months.
Yeah.
Whenever, like, just a regular player that's is playing a normal league,
Yeah.
not professional, it takes 10, 11, 12 months to recover.
I think it's like depend about your body, and it depends if you're serious or not. I mean, for example, in Real Madrid, Alaba has to be serious because he has a contract. They pay him, so yeah, he absolutely have to be serious.
Coming back from a big injury like that,
Yeah.
especially you,
Yeah.
in a short period of
Yeah.
time, how long did it take for you after you say, okay, I'm ready?
Like, to be honest, at the beginning, I was like in depression. I don't know why. I was like in depression. I was like, what is happened? What is happened now? What is happened to me? I mean, that's life. Like, to be honest, that's why I'm asking about me. Like, what is happened? And after like time per time, like step by step, when I back and I play with my teammate, I was like more confident, and I was like, okay, here we go again. Let's do it again. Just don't be scared to run. Don't be scared to go in the contact.
After 5 years of this injury, do you play differently now? Do you
Yeah.
play more smarter, more careful after everything that you've been through physically?
I mean, actually now, no, but like maybe like a year after, or like a couple of months after, I wasn't scared, but I wasn't like good because I know there's like something new on my knees. I know there's like a new ligament, so I wasn't like confident at 100%. I was confident at 60%, 70, but not like 100%. Yeah, sometimes when I run, I feel it. I feel some pain. When I jump, I feel some pain. I was like, it's possible. I turn again. I wasn't confident, to be fair.
So it took you some time to get back
Sometimes.
into the shape.
Yes.
That's
To be like really confident. Yeah, maybe a year
a year.
in my head. I mean, I thought I was ready because I played. But there is something different. Yeah, and now I don't play. I play different because at the beginning I was like more fit, more faster, more powerful. I think I lost some.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely part of the process. You see
Yeah.
some, but in the other parts of the game, you also gain some mental toughness
Yeah.
because you go through all these bad injuries,
Yeah.
bad steps, and all that stuff. But do you think it also helped you mentally as a player and as a person? We're talking about the personal side. Do you think this helped you in life?
Yeah, because now if something happened, I'm accept. I'm accept. I mean, that's life. I think I'm more strong now, and I just accept. Because at the beginning, sometimes when like something happened in your life, you like something like why. But I mean, that's life. If it's happened for you, I mean, it can happen for everyone. So if it's happened for you, take it. Be more stronger. Just come back. Yeah.
So after that injury, you said you signed with the team 1 year after, a year and a half after.
Yeah.
Was then in the picture that it came the United States, or was like before the injury that you also was thinking about coming here to the US?
It was after my academy. After my academy, I went to my national tree club, and I decided like that to stop playing for them. And after I just called my agency and I said, okay, let's try to be in US. And now after I need like a process to come here. I mean, for me, it's like a new life, new experience. Let's discover. I was like that.
You came to Eastern New Mexico first year. You've already been here 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
You came your first year. The program was new.
Yeah.
It was a program that was started to be in process again.
Yeah.
How was that first season?
I mean, the first season was good. I mean, we had a good team, but I mean, we was new. But like everyone, like other team was more ready than us, to be fair. Like more physically, technically, they was like better than us. Just simple. You just have to know everyone more. Just play more together.
How many internationals did you have in the team?
Ooh. I think all the team.
All the team?
Yeah, all the team. Yeah, all the team. Like some guys from France, some guys from Spain.
How many French people?
French people? Like the first year?
Yeah.
So me, Mathieu, Kelly, Angel, Matteo.
So like
Six.
six,
Yeah,
seven players already.
Six. And there's like German guys, Norway guys, Italian, like everywhere.
Were you surprised when you come here, like
I mean,
so many internationals?
Nah, I wasn't surprised because everyone told me you're gonna meet some people from another country. So I was already ready for that. And I mean that's good because you speak with people, you learn about them, and you like talk about like their culture. I talk about my culture, talk about everything. Like some people have like I mean I have accent. My English is not perfect. For example, like German they have accent. Spanish guys they have accent. Everyone has accent.
So it was kind of everyone was learning English at
Yeah.
the start because come from different countries. So it was kind of like a mixture of broken English for everyone.
I mean it is like for example at the beginning because I didn't speak English at the beginning. Now I think my English is alright. I can speak with people.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
It's
good.
alright.
I think it's pretty
But
good.
at the beginning I was like, oh yeah. But I
So
didn't,
we-
I
so
didn't
we-
understand, but I was like, oh yeah. No.
We don't understand. The teacher says, "Yeah, did you understand us?" Yeah.
Like for example, like one day I was in class, like public speaking. You have to speak in front of everyone. So I have to talk about like my life, where I'm from, etc. My English was so bad, so I talk, and everyone laughing. But I was like, I don't care. I just try, you know. I wasn't shy. I mean, I was confident. But for me, my English was perfect.
In your head.
Yeah, in my head. But no, it wasn't. But now in the time, I try to learn every day, again and again. Like that, my English can be perfect.
What about American players? Do you have any American players or?
Yeah, there's like several, like 4, 5. Yeah. I learned like the first year or now.
First year.
First
We're
year.
talking about first year, and
First
in
year.
general as well. Because I want to move forward with that.
I mean, here, yeah, there's like six American players. Yeah, 6. Like first year, like 6 American players. Yeah.
In your whole career of
Yeah.
college, soccer, how did you expect the American players to be? For example, coming before, did you expect them to be any good? Were you surprised when you got here, or?
I think American player for me, they are like more physical. Because I think in American culture, they like to be physical. You know, they like working hard. I think so. But I was surprised because like some they're not like physical. They're just normal, like you know. Some they good, you know, just normal.
Just like everyone.
Yeah, like everyone, like in Europe, like you know.
Every guest that I have, and with all the people that I've been talking through the years, they also say the same. It's more
Yeah,
physical. It's
More physical, yeah.
It's more physical. I think a good player will have the both sides of soccer.
Yeah.
The physical part of the US and the tactical
Tactic,
part. I
yeah.
think that would be a really good player overall. You know. And going back more to your college season.
Yeah.
How was the traveling? Were you surprised when you went like with the bus to the hotels before the game?
Yeah, I mean, I was because it's like that's crazy because you go to school, I mean, student, and you like live like a pro, like you take a plane, you travel like maybe 12 hours, you can bills, everything was good to be like successful, to do like a good performance, like a hotel was good, everything like a drive. Nah, I was surprised about this one.
What about the teachers? Did they say anything when you miss 3 days or 4 days for
Oh,
school?
they know that's crazy because they know. For example, in France, if I say like I'm not here because I have to travel, they're gonna say, oh, why every time? But I mean here, everything's they do. They understand. I just gonna send email to my professor and I'm gonna say, okay, hello miss, I'm not here because I'm travel, I have game. She's gonna say, okay, good luck. Like good luck. She know because I'm athlete and she know like all athletes gonna miss some classes because we have game away. So that's a part of the process.
What about working on campus as a student international?
Oh, that's crazy because there is like a couple of jobs. Like for example, I do tutoring. I do tutoring and I work in the library, like office. I check in and check out books. And I mean that's simple, and you get paid for that. I mean it's like free money, not free money, but I mean it's good because you can get a job on a campus. That's can helpful
So it's
for
more,
everyone. Yeah,
it's a more relaxed job for the
yeah,
athletes.
it's relaxed. It's not like stressful. It's like chill. But I mean, do your job. You have to do your job. To do your job well, it's chill. Everything's good.
So how can you combine working 20 hours,
Yeah,
Working
20. Yeah, 20
working
hours.
20 hours, playing in the soccer team,
Yeah.
and also doing your degree?
I mean, I have time to be honest. I mean, I have time. I just like I make my time. I have like a calendar, so I'm focused on like from the morning I do work. I do work in school. Afternoon I do practice, and that's it. I have time between because I don't have a lot of classes. I per day I have 2 classes, so I have time to do.
So
Even at night, even I can do my homeworks. Yeah, I take some advance for next day, for next week.
we recommend an athlete to do that, to work on campus, maybe to help with the financial side of it.
I mean, about like for me, I mean, if you have time, if you can do, yes,
It's
maybe
possible.
not. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, it depends about athlete because some athletes just don't want to be. They want to be like focused on themselves, focus on like maybe go to gym every time, so they don't want to work. So it depends about people. But for me, I mean, I have time. I can do all of my stuff. So yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
Do you think it's even better, for example, to get a job in the spring? Walk me. How is the spring for a college team?
Oh, for a college team like spring is different because we play during the fall and we play like twice a week. We play
Like Champions League.
yeah, like yeah. We play twice a week and like during the spring we have like training, we have like a lot of gym session, like a gym, and we play like some friendly game. Not every week, but some week we play every game. Like every week we play like a game, but once a week, not like two, not twice. So I mean you have time. It's like kind of different than fall, but it's still good.
Did it surprise you, the calendar?
Yeah,
How it works?
yeah, I'm surprised because I'm from France and my country we play all years and we play one time only the weekend. I mean during the week you get trained and the weekend you play and all year. But here is not. It's just about. It's from September like August to December, and after like your conference is done. I was shocked. I mean for me it was a big change because like my routine was playing every like all year like 4 years and now I just play for 4 months but with a big intensity because we play twice a week.
So you play pretty much in 4 months double of the games that you will have played in France.
Yeah, like I mean I don't really know because I mean in France you play all years but it's like maybe 20 no 16 games. I think it's like kind of same.
Maybe the same amount.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it could be the same amount, but in the US it's more reduced.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like playing twice a week for 4 months, 5 months.
But I hear they're gonna change that, no?
They might change it. They're actually on talks about that.
Yeah.
2027 to change it. Also the MLS. They want to change the MLS.
After World Cup?
Yeah, I think after the World Cup they want to make like a calendar, like a European calendar
Yeah.
that you play all year round
All year,
from August till May. What do you think about it? Do you think it would be good for the US?
I think it's gonna be better for them because I mean they just play like 4 months during the fall, like conference game during the fall, and everyone's know how it's happening here. So imagine they play all year. I think it's gonna be more like more pretty like, and maybe more less injuries because I think like some guys have a lot of injuries during the small parts.
Especially in college.
In college, yeah.
Especially
You know what I
in
mean?
college.
It's hard. You play twice a week. You have to be like competitive. You have to be hard, strong. Play at 100%. So I think it's gonna be good if we play like all year.
How is the training session when you play twice a week? Is it more relaxed in between?
It depends. Because like no, I'm crazy. No,
It's always
yeah. I mean,
it's always
because
hard.
you have to be ready for the
Yeah.
game. I mean, we play Wednesday, and two days after you have a game again, so you have to be just ready. Yeah, no. Depends about coaches and about how we have to do like. But sometimes just like some rondos, like chill rondos, but after now you go in.
intensity.
Yeah, intensity.
But do you think that, for example, having a big roster size of 35 players that helps bringing that intensity to training? Because it's not the same. Maybe in Europe, for a roster, you have 25,
Yeah.
maybe 26, 27 players. But here in the US, we're allowed to have more players,
But I
and
think
they can give you more intensity in the training.
yeah, it can give you more intensity, but it can give you more risk too. You know what? Because imagine if you 30, 30 is like that means there's like 2 teams, right? So if you like tired, I mean you can like rest a little bit. But I think you can rest, but it can be bad for you because imagine a guys who play at your place is like better than you. And I know American coaches they switch faster, so they can put the guys in front of you faster.
Do you think American coaches, you have one mistake, they already get out of the team?
I mean, for me, I never know. It never happened for me, but yeah.
You saw it in other
Yeah,
players?
on the pitch. I saw a lot of. Yeah, American coaches. I mean, they don't care. You do mistakes, go out, and after maybe go in. But it depends. But I already saw that.
Do you think they're really big on stats, on statistics?
So American coaches, I don't really know. I don't think so. I think like in the US they brought like a lot of like international coach. Even in the big like school, yeah, international coach. I think I'm not sure.
Even in the MLS, I mean, now you see Inter Miami, it's
Yeah.
coached by Mascherano.
Yeah, much yeah.
He was like a player 3-4
player,
years ago. So everything is changing. It's getting more European,
Yeah.
as I will say.
You think more European? Yeah.
I think so. I think like they're trying now, of course, where the largest soccer
Yeah.
population is over there. Everyone, in Spain, in France, Italy, England. When you grow up, for instance, the certain moment, they already have a ball. But here in the US, you have basketball, football, hockey.
Yeah. I mean, here there's a lot of like sports. Yeah, there's a lot of sports. I mean that's why I think soccer is gonna be more famous, like step by step. And I think after World Cup 2026, it's gonna be up.
Who do you have for the World Cup?
Like who's gonna win?
Yeah.
France.
Of the things
I hope so.
Hopefully Mbappe is good now, huh? But in 10 years from now, since the US has a really large population,
Yeah.
and soccer is getting bigger and bigger,
Yeah.
where do you see the US soccer system in 10 years?
It just go up, just be more famous because, for example, in MLS they brought like Messi, like some guys go in MLS sometimes, But now there's like a concurrence like against Arabia Saudi. Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
There's a little bit, But in MLS, yeah, they brought like people, for example in Miami they brought Suarez, Busquets, Jordi Alba, Messi, and like I think people like them, so they watch more soccer.
Definitely. It's getting way bigger. Before 5, 6, 7 years ago, whenever a retired player is about to retire, 35, 34 years
Yeah.
old, come here straight to the US. But now they want to go to Saudi Arabia, following Cristiano's steps.
Yeah.
So
And a lot of players follow. And that's life. But that's good for soccer in general. It's gonna be more famous everywhere in the world. So
If you could choose one place to play professional here in the US,
in the US,
where would it be?
oh, that's a good question. Maybe Miami.
You like Miami?
Yeah, I like Miami. I like Miami. I think good weather, and good players too. I don't think there's the best team. I don't think Miami is the best team. There's like good player. I can take more experience. Can be better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna choose Miami.
Do you think the MLS teams are going to be able to compete with European leagues one day?
Maybe one day. Maybe. For me, like the level is like different. Yeah, I mean in Europe, there's more like talents. I think European league is better than MLS, but MLS go step by step. Who knows one day? Like maybe in a couple of years.
What do you think is the MLS and the United States in general missing in soccer to have that step?
Maybe more like players. Like I don't know. Because
Tactical side of it?
Yeah. Because in Europe, we know like football because there's a lot of players. There's a lot of like everything is like different. There's like Premier League, Liga, Bundesliga. Everything's good. I think in MLS, I think there is like only five teams. No, I don't know.
In MLS in general,
in general, in MLS.
I think there's like since there's East and West Coast, and there's like about maybe 15 in the East, 15 in the West.
But like a really good team.
Really good team that can compete.
Team. Yeah.
Probably five or six that really can compete.
Yeah. So for example, you go in Premier League, there's several teams, not just 1 and 2. Maybe 8, 6.
I think from the Premier League, all of them.
Yeah, all of
from
them.
The top to the bottom.
Yeah. So.
And even maybe if you go the second division in England.
Yeah.
Can compete.
Third division too.
Third division can compete with the MLS,
definitely. It's just my opinion. So maybe it's not true, but I think so.
Okay, Alex, we're wrapping up the episode, the third episode, and I'm gonna finish up with some quick fire questions.
Okay.
That you can explain yourself and give me the reasons. So first of all, we're going to start on the soccer side.
Okay.
So if you will have to ask your teammates, what do you think they will say about you as a player first and as a person second?
As a player, as a player, I think they're gonna say I'm powerful, I'm helpful on the field. I think they're gonna say I'm a good player.
A good player? I like the confidence.
Yeah. And as a person, I'm just a chill guy. I'm chill guy. I'm not shy. Yeah. Just be chill. Good person. Yeah, good person.
I like it. Who's the hardest defender that you ever faced?
Oh, there's several because even in my academy, there's like some maybe he played in France. Christopher Wu, he played for in League One. Badiachil, Gausu Balo, and I play against a lot of defenders. So, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
it's hard to choose.
Yeah, it's hard to choose.
So if a scout asks you, why should we invest in Alex Meros? What would you say to them?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
if a scout, a PSG scout, comes right now and asks you, hey Alex, why should we invest in you? What should we buy you?
Oh, I'm helpful on the field. I'm helpful. I'm just gonna score. That's it.
Do you need anything else as a striker, right?
Yeah.
Do you need anything else?
You need a striker to score a goal, so just call me and I'm gonna do that.
If you were not playing soccer, what sport would you play?
I do a lot of sports, but maybe basketball or fight, MMA, maybe. Yeah.
Who's your favorite basketball team here in the US?
Basketball team?
Yeah.
I'm an OKC fan from a long time. When Durant played for OKC.
This year they're doing good, huh?
Yeah. With Shai.
Yeah.
Shai is not shy,
Yeah. He's not shy, yeah. Definitely. And I'm gonna end up with the last question.
Yeah.
So if you have a flight to here to the US
Yeah.
and you can choose someone to be next to you, could be famous, dead, alive, whatever it is, for example, Zinedine Zidane, if you have to have him, who would you choose to be? It's a three seat. You are in the middle. Who you choose to be on the left and on the right?
Like three or two people?
Two people.
Two people? Like famous people, right?
Wherever you want, yeah.
I mean my family
Yeah,
for sure, but
of course.
okay. Without
We're
my
talking about
family,
someone,
maybe
someone that you want to meet or talk to.
Ronaldo.
It's a good guess.
Ronaldo and Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson? What would,
Because these guys, I mean, it's funny. Yeah, Mike Tyson.
what would you ask about Mike Tyson?
So I'm gonna ask him just tell me about all of your story. Because I think he has a good story. This guy. I think he has a good story. I think like several things happened in this life. So just wanna know. I think it's funny too. So I'm gonna smile him.
You have 10 hours to tell you his whole life, his whole biography.
Yeah. But there is several people. I say Ronaldo and Tyson like that, but I think about several people. Because you just say two people. Yeah. There is several people.
Well, Alex, so this is the end of the chapter
Yeah.
of the third episode. Thank you so much for being the third guest of the Through the Player Side podcast,
Yeah.
Presented by US Sport Agency. And it was really a pleasure for you.
Thank you.
And we're going to end up with one last question.
Yeah.
I want you to leave a question
Yeah.
for the next person that is going to come
Yeah.
in the podcast. You don't know who it is, and whatever question you tell me, I'm going to ask him first question whenever we get to the next
About
question.
everything or just
Whatever you want in life, soccer, whatever it is. It's going to be somewhat soccer related, but you can ask whatever you want.
ask him if he's like him really. I mean, do you like you really? You know what I'm saying?
If you like yourself,
Yeah, if you like yourself.
it's a good question.
I mean, that's alright because some people.
They don't like
Yeah,
themselves as a person.
exactly. So just ask him that.
I'll ask you that in the
Yeah.
first question. But thank you so much,
You welcome.
and thank you so much for everyone watching at home. Thank you.
Thank you.